here. Sit down. Then I need all my money back, bro. Got it. Right there. Open that right now, bro. You been playing with me, bro. Them twins are not mine. Open this. Come on. What is this? This is DNA test for the twins. You know the twins? You said that was mine? 12 years?
Sir.
12 years?
It ain't
You
even
see
2
this?
pieces of paper. It ain't even 2 pieces of paper.
I need it. I don't care, bro. I went to go get the DNA test, bro. Stop playing.
First of all,
Where's the money? I need my money. I don't even care. I need my money.
this twins is 12 years old.
I don't care.
If you want a DNA test, you should have got the DNA test when I laid on the table.
That don't mean nothing,
You was
bro.
there.
No, I don't want
It don't matter.
I got this
It don't
DNA
matter.
test.
12 years. Who else do they know?
Like, what
Who
is
else
y'all?
do
What
they
is you
know?
doing?
Who else do they
I need
know?
my money.
I'm eating because every dollar
I
I
don't
make
care about
goes
money.
to
I don't care about none of that, bro. What? Where's my money? Lay that right here.
Clearly, you want to tussle.
Like,
You want to tussle.
come on. I need my money,
You
bro.
want to tussle.
To do that, homegirl say, not only they're not your children, you still, hey, you the only person they know. But hey, I'm ready. Hey, you ready? You want to tussle?
Because you ain't get no
Homegirl
money
ready to
from
throw
me.
some hands.
After 12 years, dude, you just well as might get ready. You daddy, whether you want to be or not, because you ain't get no money. You say all her money go towards her kids. See, you're not getting no money. She about to eat her eye out. You are not getting any money. Okay? I don't care where you come. You don't have they twins. You came with one piece of paper. You ain't even say the other one, so one might be yours.
You know where this shit going, man. Listen, and in some cases you can sue it. You can sue the woman for that if you didn't know, or she deliberately led you knowingly place you on child support knowing that the kids wasn't yours. But you gotta prove, and she
How you gonna
knew
get
that they wasn't yours. You gotta prove it, of course. But man, that should be getting stricter laws on this kind of shit right here.
Well,
But it should be mandatory. But I know why it's not mandatory, because the court wants you to be in court.
but
They
I
want
mean,
y'all to be in court.
I'm sure there's some things that he did to bring this on, like signing a birth certificate, you know, being there for 12 years.
Yeah.
Like, my thoughts is why you gotta DNS after 12 years? DNA after 12 years. Why?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a long time. Like,
yeah, it's a long time, but then again, the truth needs to be told.
yeah, I'm
Truth
a
needs to be told.
100% in agreement with that. But I'm saying, what drives a man after 12 years of taking care of kids, being in their lives, to say, I'm going to go get them DNA tests?
Because you don't want to pay child support.
Oh,
Because you don't want to pay child support. And yes, you should do it, because what if you get sick and you can't work or something like that? Your ass could end up getting thrown in jail.
so why didn't
And
you do it in the beginning?
well, it's not done in the beginning. You didn't do it in the beginning, but it's still not too late if you can get out of child support
Well,
for
that's
some
why I
children.
think DNA tests should be mandatory.
But the court,
Whether
but
you're
they
married,
I mean, you
whether
know,
whatever, at birth, they
yeah.
should be mandatory. When they run all these other tests on the baby and all this other stuff, I think DNA tests should be mandatory for every couple, regardless to what. That way we can alleviate these kind of situations
I know one thing, you
up
better have
front.
some extra security at the hospital.
Oh Lord, here you go.
Well, you better not send that shit to them at the hospital. Send that shit through an email. Hey, put your number down here, little text message. Let's send that shit through a text message, cuz.
Well,
Yeah,
the
hey,
bottom
y'all keep
line
that
is
shit out there in the car. Hey,
that will alleviate men who are not the fathers of these children being accused or signing a birth certificate for a child. So that way, any man who signs a birth certificate for a child knows without a doubt that this is my child. I don't care if she your wife. I don't care if she been. It's not saying that you. I think that it needs to be a part of the normal blood work, the normal routine for any child being born, that these children are DNA tests.
but
That's
you
just the
know,
bottom line. Now, if you choose not to know, want to know the truth or not, that's on you. But the bottom line, it needs to be done up front and say it up front so that we can avoid these situations. That's one way to stop this. So if we really wanted to stop it, it could be stopped. That it's a simple law that needs to be passed that all children are DNA tested at birth.
Yeah,
Bottom line.
they're not gonna do that because they want you to be in court, and they want that.
Yeah.
That's how I go. They want that.
So,
But yeah, man, at 12 years,
well, the
they
thing I
get your
would
ass out of
advise,
child support, man.
I would advise any man, if there's any doubt, any question, ask for it at birth, and please don't sign the birth certificate. If you have not seen enough of these paternity courts, enough of these videos, do not sign a birth certificate if you have any question in your mind that the child that just was pushed out, staring you in the face, is not your child. I don't care if it's the head too big. They had one dude talking about the shoulders, all this other
nigga,
stuff, the teeth,
nigga
the
ain't got
eyes.
he got
I
broad
don't care.
shoulders.
The lips, the nose, whatever you think, the color, the hair color, the eye color. What if there's any question in your mind? Well, on Tuesday of last week or a week she's supposed to be conceived, she went to the store and she stayed a little extra long. Dude, don't sign it. Bottom line, just don't sign it. I
If you're a
said at
black
work
man,
late.
hey, listen, if you're a black man and the baby come out sparkling white, mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm,
nah, don't you can't say that because guess
mm-mm,
what? I seen a case on one of them paternity course where those
mm-mm,
people were black and that
mm-mm.
baby looked white and that
No,
baby was dead.
listen,
I
listen,
was ready to stop watching because ain't no way in the world I thought that was that man's child, but that was that man's
man,
child.
I don't believe that shit.
That was that
And
man's
and
child.
and see that where they try to get you at.
That was
Oh
that
yeah,
man's
that this
child.
could be your baby, even though no,
The
this
DNA
not.
test said that was that man's child.
It's not.
So I don't know.
And I'm gonna do my own DNA test. I'm gonna send it to my own company. Dang, you ain't finna tell me shit. And I'm gonna send it to 2 or 3 after that. I don't care. It's cost me $10,000 cause it's gonna have to be 4, 5 different people tell me that this baby is mine. I'm
Well,
telling you,
it
man,
was done.
guys, it's some shit like that. Hell, man, don't fall for that, cuz. Don't
Popular
fall for that.
paternity
Eh,
case show, and that baby turned out to be that guy's baby. And both of them were just as
Say,
dark as you and me.
now, on a serious
Sorry.
note, if you got a child, you've been dealing with him for 12 years, man, and
Yeah.
I'm not telling you that you can stop seeing him or or stop being around him or whatever, but you need to absorb yourself from being legally held responsible for that kid because child support can be a dangerous game, man. Shit, I seen an old man, that dude got cancer, man, and he couldn't even hardly work, man. They still threatened to throw his ass in jail, man.
And I know this guy,
Real man.
he got married to this woman and he had 4 kids with 4 different women. And he got married to a woman. And when she married him, she asked him to DNA test all 4 of his kids. And these kids were like, one of them was grown. One was in his 20s, one was 16. Two of the girls was 16. One of the child was, young, maybe like, 3 or 4, 5, 6, something like that. And the woman that he married asked him to test all the kids. Well, the baby was irrelevant because they had that DNA test, so he knew that was his. One of the other girls, he knew it was his because he had the DNA test her during the relationship. So the 2 oldest kids, the girl made it mandatory that he DNA test the girl, the girl in the little boy. The boy who was 24 years old refused. He said, "I'm 24 years old. You the only dad I know at this time. It don't matter, so I'm not doing it." The young girl did agree to doing it, and she was 16, and it came back that she wasn't. And so she actually was living with the boy mama with her grandmother, and who she thought was her grandmother. And I'm like, dude, like, why would you let a woman convince you to do that to a child after 16 years of age? And this child is living with your mom. That, and it just hurt the little girl up and tore her up so much. And it just like at some point, some of that stuff don't make sense. And you never question this until the woman you was
Well,
marrying
yeah,
question.
I mean, it's you gotta look at it from the other side. The kid needs to have the right to know who a biological father is.
Yeah, but she don't know now.
I mean, you need to know or need to at least try to find your biological because knowing your parents can tell you a lot about yourself. And if you do somebody like that, you rob that kid from knowing or maybe trying to find out who they are. Uh, where they get their personality from, their looks from, and how they do things in life
But my
or
thing is,
medical things. Sometimes it's more than just how you feel.
it's the man's decision to make that. You don't marry a woman and let her force you to start questioning kids you've been taking care of and doing for who've been a part of your life
But
all this
but
time.
but it doesn't matter. It's doing what's best for the kid, even though it feels bad. And
Right.
that's what comes to making decisions. Sometimes you have to make a decision, and the right decision may feel bad. You may feel it may not feel so good sometimes. And see,
Okay.
only people that act on their emotions are going to do things like that. They'll do things that is going to be harmful in the long run in order to save their feelings at the moment, because eventually she'll get over that hurt, but she'll at least get to know who a real father is. And the real
Yeah, but he
father
should have made that decision,
but
not his wife.
the real father of the child needs to have a right to know that he has a child and that he will have grandchildren, that he may have things to pass down to his grandchildren. It goes beyond just you and the two guys, the you and the man, and how y'all feel. It's other people involved in it now, and you have to make the decision what's right. And see, that's the difference between being somebody that is a leader and somebody that's a follower. And that's how you have to be as a leader. You have to be able to say, that this is gonna hurt, but in the long run, I gotta do what's right because this is involving more than just two people.
But you make the decision. You don't let the woman who comes into your life and marry you and look back and start questioning all your children. Like, you have to make that decision, not her,
Well, there
you know?
shouldn't be no decision to be made. And even if she do make that decision, that will still be the right decision.
It was the right decision, but she forced his hand to do it. That's what I'm saying. And you should, if you were fine with it all this time, it shouldn't have been brought up. It was only brought up because the wife questioned the
But just
children.
because a tree fall in the wood doesn't make a sound.
Yeah,
Just because
I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
bring it up, man, that don't mean you still not doing the wrong thing.
No,
That's the wrong thing.
as a man,
That's
you
the
should
wrong
not let.
thing.
He should
It's
have
just
made
the
that
wrong
decision
thing.
on his own.
I mean, you can say, well, you couldn't brought it up. We can ignore it. You can ignore the issue. We can
Mhm,
act like it never happened, but it
mhm,
happened. And
mhm,
now you need to make a decision to make things right. You already done made it wrong because now the man done missed 12 years out of his child life. This might be a good dad. This dad might have benefits that could go to this kid. This dad might have just want to spend time, just want to know, hey man, I got a daughter out here, and I just want to be around my daughter. Come on, and the daughter could be okay. He wasn't in my life, but now I get to see. Oh man, he looked just like me.
mhm,
Oh, I got a sister. Oh, I got
mhm.
two other brothers. Say
And
all
I'm
that
not saying
bullshit
those
back there,
things
man.
shouldn't have been done. All those things should have been done. But you don't get pregnant for a man, and because you're having this child, you want to eliminate the children that came before yours. You just by now going back and having a DNA test. I mean, you knew they were there, but now you want to eliminate the numbers. So everybody who didn't have a DNA test, I want them DNA tested.